FONZi NeuTRON, FONZi shit. What else? Cool about that music, about that entertainment. What we're about that life, man. So I don't know if you need a breakdown on what that is, but we're about that life and representing life, representing realness.
How long you been doing it?
Representing life shit for the devil's boss. You talking about music?
Yeah.
I've been doing music for years. I've always been involved in music, always been influenced by the music, always been immersed in music. Come from a musical family. Family's done music from sound days, playing music, making music. My auntie used to rap, she used to make music. She probably wrote me my first rap, but not even probably she did write my first rap. I was like 8 or something. So I've been spitting and been around music for years. In terms of actually putting stuff together and putting products together, I've been doing that from junior school, secondary school days, just doing little tapes and stuff in the hood, just going back and forth with my cousins and stuff like that. So always been doing stuff, man.
What does it mean to you? What is hip hop?
Hip hop to me, hip hop to me means realness. It's wisdom, knowledge, truth, understanding, life, love, all the things that matter, all the elements of life that people are supposed to have a feeling towards and have respect for. So when we talk about hip hop, we talk about culture, we talk about something that teaches so many, and it's something that a lot of us have been raised upon, and it's taught us so much from growing up. I know for myself, from personal experience, there's so much game that I've learned through hip hop. There's so much that hip hop music prepared me for, whether it comes to life, whether it comes to the streets, whether it gets relationships. There's so much I've learned. There's so much game and wisdom and stuff that's been passed down through the music. I think nowadays there's a lot of BS in that, and a lot of this dibby music and that, which doesn't really make it. Not much people are producing through hip hop because everybody wants to be an artist nowadays. It's the easiest thing to do. Low bar, low parameters. Everybody wants to get in. Everybody just wants a bit of spotlight. Everybody wants a bit of fame, and we're not really seeing the real messages passed on through music. I mean, you got guys like us that are out there representing and doing it. You got other guys all around the world that are doing that same stuff, and we only vote with real. Don't dig all that square business, man. That's real shit.
So who do you work with in the past? Are you looking forward to working with, and what projects have you got out?
I mean, in the past I've worked with too many names to mention, but if we was driving in the car, I'm not gonna be looking in the rear view to see what's in the back. Shit, that's God, what I mean. I'm looking forward. I'm seeing what's in the future. So, in the future, I'm gonna be working with Mizzle. I'm gonna be working with Buzz. I'm gonna be working with RD. I'm gonna be working with Chris. I'm gonna be working with Buzz. I'm gonna be working with Nina. I'm gonna be working with our camp and a whole lot of others. Around the globe, I got a lot of people that I hook up with, I link with, my No Limit family, Paulo the Gent, Flightboy, Silk, P, Eastwood, so many on that side. My Outlaw family, Vince, Most Wanted, Young No, Edie Me. The crazy thing is, I talk about some of my old stuff. If I was to go back and show you some old CDs that I used to make when I was just at my house chilling, just rapping, on the little karaoke machines and stuff like that, going on Microsoft Paint or whatever and making album covers and stuff like that. On the CDs, you'll see No Limit, you'll see Outlaw, stuff that I grew up on and that I used to listen to myself, and that taught me so much. And now to be in a position in 2014 where I'm working with guys like them, that's just crazy. We're gonna push that even further, what I mean? Next time I go States, like I said, I'm bringing this No Limit Outlaw shit together as well, man. Real talk.
How did that come about, that
Outlaws? With the Outlaws, like I said, I've always been academically trained out here, so we talk about hip hop, you can't talk about hip hop without mentioning Tupac, who to me has been the greatest to come out of the hip hop scene, what I mean? There's been so many others that have brought what they've brought to the table, but to me, Pac's always gonna be the ultimate. So, I've always followed Pac, always followed the Outlaws. So when I heard that it was coming out to Ireland, I got in touch with Young Noble, just reached out to him, like a real brother, he reached back out. We got flew out to Ireland and made it happen, man.
You mentioned earlier about gas music, so hip hop artists selling out, not being about what it should be. Can you comment on that further? And would you say that it's almost lost the essence of the whole culture because of people, artists like that?
Yeah, well, I'd say it's you know, what that's done is it's just saturated the music that's out there. So if you was to look at one point in time, what was accessible to the audience, to the listener, what they could hear was very limited. It was screened, it was controlled, it was coming from a certain area, you know, it was coming from the streets, it was always a representation of the struggle. Nowadays, because the access of people creating music is so easy, like, you know, you've got these kids, all you got to do is go to a youth center and record something, or, you know, you get a computer, you can record something. The days where people had to go into like multi-million-pound studios or dollar studios or whatever and really make music happen, those days are long gone. So everybody can make music now, and but not everybody's an artist. So you take an artist and you take artists that you look at, not just in hip-hop, you know, you can say to me, blues or something, I'm gonna say to you, you know, Muddy Waters. I can say country, I'm gonna say Johnny Cash. I can say rock and roll, I'm gonna say Jim Morrison, The Doors. You know, hip-hop, I'm gonna say Tupac, I'm gonna say P, I'm gonna say Scarface, I'm gonna say Ghetto Boy, I'm gonna say so many others, KRS-One, people, you know. Artists are people that are cut from a particular cloth. You know, they've got something about them that they embody themselves and they then pass that message on to others. Nowadays, you get a lot of this gap because everybody just wants to do the same thing. So, you know, you get a few young kids, they hear something, they want to go out and do the same thing. A lot of the music that they're going out and replicating is perpetuating nothing but, you know, gimmicks, hype, negative connotations, not actually learning nothing from it. So ultimately, all it's doing is demonizing them in the culture where it's not uplifting them. Now, I've listened to a lot of hardcore music, but it's hardcore music, but it's a representation of the streets. It's hardcore depiction of events. It's something that people are going to listen to and they're going to have a further level of understanding from. If you listen to all this gas and that, they ain't going to do nothing but gas you up. We got some of these idiots now running around on a hype thing because they listen to all that BS. You know, you got some of these kids in jail doing, you know, 10, 20, 30 years and all of that because they gassed up off a lot of this BS. You know, and then they've got to live back into this identity. You know, you got some of them that create this image for themselves through the music, but they can't match up that image because when shit's really going down in the streets, a lot of them ain't really around. You know, anyone can do all the hype stuff, anyone can do all the gas stuff. I can come on here and tell you the exact same thing, you know, but what we got to look at is the education of the young people, because what I think is a shame is that's all most of them seem to be able to process. So you give them something else a bit more complex, you give them something else that's a bit more lyric-driven and thought-provocative, that's got to stimulate some mental thought. They can't process it, go way over there. And you know, you can say the government's dumbing them down and stuff like that, or you can look at so many different varying factors, but I think that's a shame. And you know, people need to stop putting all this gas and all this hype on a pedestal. You know, some people say to me, oh, you know, you should be bigger and stuff like that. I say, you know, I'm an outlaw. Young Noble said it the best. We'll never get the love or the credit that we deserve, but we do this for the real. You know, I mean, the people that know us, that we actually touch, that come to us and they say, you know what, that song uplifted me. I play that record to my son every day. You know, I mean, stuff like that is what really matters. But you know, there's so much gas out here. We're out here to eradicate that. Like I said, you know, I don't dig square biz, man. You know, you see, there's no squares in that. That's how we rock it.
Do you think it will ever get to a point where it gets so commercialized that the industry just collapses?
Well, I think we've pretty much seen that already. You know, if you talk about the industry is something that was set up or was there to profiteer off the artists. So a lot of record labels ain't making money the way that they used to. So now they're offering a lot of these artists these 360 deals, which means, you know, you sign one of these 360 deals and, you know, at one stage you think you're an artist, you make a song, that's something that was inside of you, that you make this, that belongs to you, you own it. By the time you sign to one of these majors, they own it. So, you know, they've got this whole system that's set up that they can make money from so many different areas of it, and you're walking away with the smallest piece of the pie. So the way that the business has changed and even how, you know, sales have changed, you know, these labels have started losing out on a lot of money, so they're coming up with these new concepts of, okay, how can we recoup back some of these funds? So, you know, you got these artists that are, you know, they're rich while they got a deal. As soon as they got a deal, they're broke again. But the label ain't ever go broke. You know what I mean? So if you're looking at it now, we're saying, okay, you got these labels now. They're offering these 360 deals. So you come up with merchandise or something, they're getting money off that. Anything you do external to music, they're getting money off at the same time. And you know, I think it's a shame that in today's society where we've got so much access to technology, so much access to independence, that you can actually reach your consumers yourself, you can actually get your music to where it matters, and people are still trying to run down record deals, you know what I mean? I think that's a shame. I think people need to get on the independent grind and make stuff happen, you know what I mean? I'm heavily influenced by Master P, you know what I mean? You talk about independence, that's the king of independence right there, you know, the big homies, you know, shouts out to P, man.
So to round up, you just dropped a Winning Class mixtape.
We just dropped a Winning Class mixtape, BD Fun. I challenge, you know, people to go out there and find a CD that's on par, on point with it. Coming from out the UK, you know, not even just out the UK, there's other places around the world. And, you know, I ain't trying to compete with nobody because we're in our own league. You know, we stay in our own lane. But, you know, have a listen to the Winning Class. Have a listen to the diversity of artists that you're going to get on there. You know, we got Al Mizzle, you know, a veteran in his own right in the game, telling his stories. You know, we got RD's voice of the youngsters telling his stories. You know, that's like hip hop royalty right there. Shout out to the big homie Dizzle. You know, we got Chris, YCE, representing South Africa, Zambia, you know, throwing his little flavor in that and there. Got Buds GB, we got Nina on there, you know, the first lady, baddest female you're gonna hear, you know. I'm on there doing my little thing too, like, it's crazy. Winning Class is crazy, it's out there. You know, free download from Bout Dat online, you go on there, you can get that, you can get all the other projects that are out there. Me and Mizzle, business as usual. You know, FONZi NeuTRON, we got some, you know, coming up, we got the Planet of the Greats, Modern Entertainment. I'm talking something for the international players worldwide, the independent artists all over the globe from different places that I've touched down, from Ireland to Cali, to Louisville, Kentucky. Like, you know, you tell me he's gonna be putting stuff together like that. No gas, no gimmicks, we got that coming up. And a whole lot more. The Adventures of FONZi NeuTRON. Like, I could sit here and name titles all day. It's not empty. Like, a lot of people sit there, oh yeah, I got this coming out, or still living off something that they said how many years ago. You know, we move forward, we keep moving forward, we keep building, we keep elevating, elevation and expansion, man.